Hello, I'm John Barboza. Thanks for tuning in. Some of you may have noticed that I haven't been recording episodes lately, and that's because I've been out of commission due to being infected by the coronavirus. It all began on Thursday, November 5th, 2020. After spending many weeks in isolation, I went out with an acquaintance to pick up some Chinese food. We both wore our masks as we drove to the restaurant and then back to my house. We sat at the furthest ends of the table, which was approximately a distance of 5 feet. We removed our masks to eat, and like most people, we talked and laughed and enjoyed our meal and company together. After the meal, we put on our masks and we sat in the living room on opposite sides of the couch and we watched TV. After a few hours, we called it a night and she returned home. 2 days later, on Saturday, November 7th, I completed my weekly early morning walk around the neighborhood park. At about midday, I received a phone call from my acquaintance with the news that I had dreaded hearing for so long. She was tested for COVID-19, and she was waiting for the results she would receive in 2 days. I self-quarantined and immediately contacted the 2 people I had been in contact with in the last 2 days, and I relayed the message I had received to them. That night while sleeping, I was awakened by the body aches that ran from my legs to my back. No matter what position I moved in, the pain would not go away. I began my regimen of taking Tylenol every 6 hours to relieve the aches and to reduce my temperature, because I was running a slight fever. I stood in bed for the next 2 days, suffering from the aches and pains that had now engulfed my entire body. And I continually monitored my temperature, which fluctuated from a low grade to high fever. I couldn't eat or drink anything. I just slept and felt miserable with the flu-like symptoms.